welcome everyone. Welcome into Purple LunaRose Tarot and Astrology. Tonight we are doing the astrology report for the week of November 19th through November 25th. I'm running a little late. I was actually going to push it back a little bit, and then I thought, oh no, I'm going to make it. And then I was late anyway. So we're here though, guys, and I do have a few announcements before we get started. Guys, I did remember to put our new website link in the description box this time. So if you didn't get a chance to check it out yesterday, make sure to check it out today. So on your screen, you can see some of the items that I'm offering over on the new website. So yes, guys, go check it out. And then I have a little surprise. Maybe y'all. I've been trying to do the two cameras. There we are. Can you guys see me? Do you see a picture? Yay. All right, guys, don't forget we're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch all at the same time. We are going to go down to one camera. I just wanted to be able to click through the buttons, so I thought I would come out and say hello. This is going to be the reading that I'm offering tonight. So, guys, you're going to see in the description box, it's the 11/11 portal readings that we did last night. So, if you guys missed getting your 11/11 portal reading, can definitely do that today. And then I'm going to say the Scorpio new moon is going to be the one that I'm going to recommend just because the Scorpio new moon is tomorrow and that energy is here. We are going to talk about the energies that are coming. All right, so get your papers and pens out, guys. Get your calendars. Get ready to circle your hot dates. I have three, actually, I guess four for the week of November 19th through the 25th. Let's start with the first one. The first one is a doozy. All right, so we have Mars in Scorpio, and it's going to be sextile Pluto in Capricorn. Sweet, Diana. I know there was a few people that missed and sent me a message, and I was like, well, we'll do it again. It's okay. 11/11 portal was really strong, right? But does everybody feel like they're where they're supposed to be? Like we're all aligning to where we're supposed to be, right? Okay, so let's talk about it. The Mars in Scorpio, that's going to be sextile Pluto in Capricorn. So right now, Mars today, hi Rachel, is actually opposing Uranus. So Mars is aggression, okay? It's fight, it's fire energy, right? It's just aggression. It's like doing something by force, right? I'm the Aries. I have all the Aries in my chart, so it's like everything is by force. But I find it funny because I feel like, remember how I kept talking about the 3 months that we were getting like a sneak peek, right? And then Pluto went back into Capricorn, and it's like we all went back to our old ways. I just want to say hi, guys. I'm back. Pluto definitely took me back to Capricorn, but I made it back. Everything's okay. And we're definitely, full force ahead, right? All right, 22nd, circle that on your calendar. The sun is going to enter Sagittarius. Oh, I can't move on to the 22nd. First, we have to say happy birthday to Sandra. I did put it in the description box, so if you guys missed it, I don't know if she's in here yet. I see Diana over on Facebook and Rachel. But yeah, if you guys see her, tell her happy birthday. And then the 22nd, we have the sun entering Sagittarius. So happy birthday to all the Sagittariuses out there, right? Sandra is right on the cusp. All right, so Sagittarius season, and especially this beginning, starting on the 22nd, you're going to feel all those energies come back that you've been holding back this whole time. When Pluto went back into Capricorn in the retrograde, you started holding your energies back. You started not moving forward as much as you should, right? So I feel like the sun entering Sagittarius, remember, Sagittarius is all about expansion and growth and all that stuff, right? Traveling, so you guys could be traveling. But anything that you've been pushing back, any growth that you've been pushing back, it's just going to come spilling out. So the 22nd. And I want to mention, on the same day, the moon is moving into Aries. And that's going to give you like a boost of energy. So as all these new opportunities are coming in, you get this boost of energy to go do all the things, right? And then on the 25th, we have Mars in Sagittarius, and it's going to be square Saturn in Pisces. And this is going to be the most difficult day, I'm going to say, for the week of the 19th through the 25th. Mars in Sagittarius square Saturn in Pisces is all about self-discipline. And I feel like it's very possible that um, we may struggle with self-discipline on that day. And I should mention that I feel like it has a lot to do. The next day, we have the moon moving into Gemini. So you guys could probably put those pieces together if you're on this very specific journey that I'm on. And yeah, I feel like the 25th could definitely be a day of maybe triggers, tests, that type of stuff, right? All right, guys, let me show you the video. So I didn't make a new video because we're going to use the same video for our readings today. I am going to start with a collective. And I've been trying to like cut short. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like I've been trying to like make it shorter, and like cut some of the pieces out, and can't do that. So we're gonna go through the whole thing. I will try to move through it pretty quickly, but we will look at masculine, feminine energies, the bridging energies, and then of course I will do head, heart, and higher self. For both parties, and then of course we will pull messages and close it out with guidance. But if you guys missed the 11/11 live last night, it's now available. I meant to do that ongoing, sorry. But it's now available, and you guys can pick there. The top 3 are going to be the free readings that I'm offering. Don't forget, we're also doing the Scorpio new moon. And Scorpio new moon is a little bit different. I'm actually going to show you guys the old Scorpio new moon. This is the one that we did about a week ago. Wrong. I'll get there. All right, this is the one that we did about a week ago. Remember, we talked about what was going to be resurrected, right? So at this point, you already know what's being resurrected. So this is the Scorpio new moon spread that I've made for today. And I do recommend this reading. But remember, if you guys missed the 11/11 portal, I am also offering the 3-card twin flame reading for yourself. The Scorpio new moon. I'm trying to click it to make it go back on. Put the camera on both cameras so that I would be able to click back and forth. And of course, the talking to heaven. I do have the 11/11 manifestation 10 cards and over. I, of course, have the twin flame card 10 cards and over. And I did make a special spread for the Scorpio new moon 10 cards and over. So if you guys do a paid reading, just let us know in the description box. All right, I think that's it. All right, I'm going to go away now. So just one camera. Let me know if we still have sound. Do we still have pictures? Everything's still okay. Hi, Michelle. All right, Michelle says, can we please add her for new moon reading? All right, I was running late, y'all, so you're going to have to bear with me. I've been working in the Etsy shop, so I've been putting the, trying to fix my merch. Don't make fun of my merch. Scorpio season definitely took over. So it's only like 3 things in there, and it's funny because it's all Scorpio stuff. So it's like, okay. But I do have that 2024 calendar. Remember, it's a journal, calendar, and planner. And then today I added the 2024 moon phase sleeve. It is a digital print, guys. It's $5. It shows you all the moon phases for 2024. And I did put the link in the description box this time. So yay. I feel like I'm too close. Give me just a moment. right, guys, I have pulled out the Black Moon Oracle and the Secret Traveler. I'm going to start collective reading with the Black Moon Oracle. How did you guys feel today? Do you guys feel like you had a lot of aggression? Mars is just up there, again, everything by force. Now, can you guys imagine being me? So my sun in Aries, Mercury in Aries. What else? What am I forgetting? Mars in Aries. It's like I communicate by force. I take action by force. If I'm angry, there's going to be force. See what I mean? It's funny. I know this one guy, Triple Fire. I've talked about him a couple times. Remember my friend Triple Fire? And he's like, you know, the really happy-go-lucky, like, you know, hippie. I just think it's proof of like his healing, right? Because if you can calm all that fire energy like that, I mean, you've clearly done a lot of work on yourself, right? I'll get there, y'all. I'll get there. I feel like today we were all talking about compassion and having compassion. All right, so Aquarius, I know, comes out for divine masculine energy. And again, I feel like this came out yesterday for divine masculine energy in the 11/11 portal reading. It was this energy of like a knowing. Now there's this knowing where, where it's like there's no longer questioning something, no longer second guessing something, right? It's like now there's this knowing. And it could even be like, I don't know how to say this without people being like, what? But you know how it's our intuition, it's our guidance, right? It's spirit. And it's like that energy. It's like this connection to spirit. It's like the messages are coming straight through. I ask a question, I receive an answer. That's going to be masculine energy. All right, Libra is coming out for feminine energy. It is the card of I balance. Divine feminine, you have been working on your balance between your masculine, your own masculine and feminine energies since the solar eclipse, right? The Libra new moon solar eclipse. We closed that eclipse season out very powerfully with the Taurus full moon lunar eclipse. So that entire eclipse season was all about finding our balance. I do feel that like some of us, like myself, definitely got sucked up in the Pluto energy, right? Definitely got taken a little, I wouldn't say backwards because it means there was just still lessons there that we needed to learn. But I do feel like now that we've come out the other side, it does, as we're like facing this Scorpio new moon, it does kind of feel more like I'm ready, right? I told Sandra earlier, I was like, you know, I was cursing Scorpio season the entire season. It was a very challenging season for me. But I'm like really excited about this Scorpio new moon because so much good stuff is happening. So fire element, I want to show you is the bridging energy. So I wasn't joking about Mars. Mars is like today we're streaming this, it's the 12th. And so Mars was opposing Uranus. And then, you know, and this, you know, causing this kind of fire driven, forceful energy really throughout the whole week of 19th through the 24th, which is the week that we're looking at. Guys, if you're looking for what's happening this week, we did already post that, and you can find that over on my YouTube channel and my Facebook page. If you hear me sniffling, please forgive me. I do believe I'm catching a cold. That's not true. I actually feel like I'm a little better. So it's like I was in denial about it until I started to feel better. So I'm not necessarily just catching it. All right, let's look at that Aquarius. So big confirmation. King of Cups comes out. King of Cups is my clue card for Divine Masculine. Counselor, mentor, therapist. Divine Masculine could have found someone to talk things through with. I'm hearing like getting something off their chest. All right, we have Libra coming out for Libra, but it was coming out in reverse. I don't think it's no longer a great injustice. For Divine Feminine, there was this great injustice for a long time. But I think once we understood that it was always about our own inner masculine and feminine energies, that we realized it was actually for purpose. It was for purpose. There was never really an injustice. I think it's interesting that, you know, a lot of times when we're on this journey, especially when we're still in Dark Night of the Soul, we tend to play the blame game, right? It's like, oh, this person did this thing to me. And if you think about it and you look at where you are today, if all the things hadn't happened a certain way, you wouldn't be receiving all the blessings that you've already received and that are continuing to come in for you just because you're on this journey. All right, let's look at the fire element. This is my concern. I do feel like there could definitely be, remember Aries. Aries is quick to take action. It sometimes can be considered reckless energy. Aries gets mad really fast. I will say that. And then I will say too, is Aries gets over it really fast too, right? So be cautious. Make sure that you're paying extra attention to your words. It's definitely, we're supposed to be coming from compassion at this time, right? Divine Feminine, as we're in our Divine Feminine energy, as we're holding that Divine Feminine energy, we're supposed to come at everything with compassion. I think there's sometimes a misunderstanding of what that means. I think sometimes you guys think that I'm saying, oh, well, that means you're supposed to take it and turn your cheek. And turn your cheek again, and turn your cheek again and again and again. And that is not true. That's people pleasing. You are allowed to have boundaries. You are allowed to enforce those boundaries, but you can enforce those boundaries in a very compassionate way. Look at that. Queen of Swords comes out. The Queen of Swords, did you guys see me shuffle? Queen of Swords is the description of what I just said. I put the camera on the wrong side. Have mercy. Okay, so it says that she's built her walls, right? The Queen of Swords is very victorious. So you're both very victorious. There's a big victory here. I think the victory is the understanding, the knowing, and that it's a soul's journey, right? It's about the purpose, not the person. That really calms the energies down for everyone. I love that the major arcana comes out for Divine Feminine because you are leading this journey. I didn't used to like saying that. I can feel both energies equally, very strongly. And I didn't like saying that the feminine was leading. It gave me this like type of righteous kind of attitude or energy, and I just didn't like it. But the fact of the matter is that the feminine is leading the journey. So, I mean, again, I don't have to like it. I still have to come out here and tell you the truth, right? So Queen of Swords is the synergy where there is a victory. I think the victory is the understanding of the journey that we're on and really what union means. But there's also, there could be a lack of communication, and there could also be, there's no need for words is what it is. There's no need for words. It's like, because there's this knowing, there's no need for conversations. I feel like that's what the summer was for, right? That's what Venus retrograde was for. All right, on the bottom is the Seven of Pentacles, but again, it was in reverse. So it is this energy of you waited for something, it's time for harvest, but be cautious that you like just get what you need at this time. All right, I'm going to use Sacred Traveler. Let's do Head, Heart, Higher Self. Let's start with masculine energy first. So, fellow travelers is here. And remember, I felt like Divine Masculine had someone to talk to, like someone to express how they're feeling about things, maybe get some stress, you know, that type of stuff out, right? So it says support is all around you. That is in the head space. And I do get this feeling like ready to start this journey. All right, vast vistas is in the heart space. This is thinking outside the box. Trying to come up with a new idea. And it's heart space, so it's about something, it could be communication. Remember, telepathy is in the heart chakra. But it could just be that they strongly feel a certain way about something, a direction that they're taking. All right, let's do higher self. So we have two coming out for higher self. We have first light, beginning a new cycle, and it's time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. And there's the bridge, which is making me look back at the bridge. So it's like the higher self could be teaching masculine how to mend something, how to connect, release, and it's like coming up with a new idea. All right, let's look at feminine, head, heart, higher self. We have infinite abundance. You're manifesting. All divine feminines are manifesting. A narrow pathway comes out for the heart chakra. Be cautious. This is a message going back and forth here. It is going to be something about coming up with a new idea, thinking outside the box. I feel like that's what's coming from divine masculine to divine feminine, and then divine feminine to divine masculine is definitely like the be cautious. It's that old wooden bridge, rope bridge that I don't like, right? It says tread thoughtfully. I am noticing that tree. It's like the tree that grows out of nowhere, right? It's interesting. We had, I went with my grandkids to the Halloween thing that they had in town. And they, the like business people come out and stand on the street and give them candy. Safe Halloween, that's what it's called. Anyway, when we were standing in line down there, freezing our butts off, it was one of the first cold days, I think, that had come so far for the season. We were standing down there, and I noticed this tree growing out of a brick on top of a roof of a building in downtown Katie's. I was like, what in the world? I took a video of it. I took a picture of it, and I showed it to Sandra and Diana. I was like, talk about tough, right? Like, I mean, you just can't take it out. All right, let's do higher self. I feel like divine feminine, you could have thought for a moment that you were out for the count. I mean, definitely. I'm telling you, when Pluto took me back, I thought it was coming, right? And the Scorpio season really just made me reflect on all the things that I didn't do. And then the new moon is here, though, and it definitely is very a hopeful new moon, right? It's exciting energy. It's like we made it through Scorpio season, and like the new moon is the rewards, right? All right, great adventure comes out. Take a risk and venture forward. You could be traveling. I feel like you're actually moving. I've seen movement. So like you could actually be going somewhere. The boat, of course, is sticking out to me. It's not really boat weather here in the U.S., so I'm not sure what that means. But higher self is like there's definitely this push. And I am picking up a little bit of that Sagittarius energy that, like go beyond, explore, go further than you thought you were going to go, that type of energy. All right, let's do messages from the soulmate love messages today. I'm going to do 3 and 3, and then we'll close it out with the guidance, and then we'll jump to those free readings. All right, so masculine to feminine, thank you for teaching me what real love is. I don't trust easily, but with you, I feel safe and accepted. I can feel all the love you are sending, and it's electrifying. All right, let's do 3 feminine to masculine. Since I met you, I have more energy to push towards my goals. Facts. I wrote you a letter on paper, but I'm too afraid to show it to you. That's a big one, right? How many of y'all? I know how many of y'all. I'm just mentioning it because I want y'all to know that it's more than just you. I did not write no such letter. I don't have to write the letters. I don't know, say the things. But I feel like I would say I've probably, and I'm going to try not to exaggerate. Let me get like a real count here. I'm going to say anywhere from 5, 6, 7 of you have messaged me about the letters that you wrote just this week. Just this week. There is only you in my mind and in my heart. Whenever I see flowers, I think of you is on the bottom. All right, let's do Power of Love to close it out. Commitment comes out. You dedicate yourself to your beliefs wholeheartedly, knowing that love is the essence of your very being. Let's do one more. Trust. You have a strong connection to your soul's loving voice and have faith in your intuition. That's why I don't write letters. All right, y'all, that's going to be your collective reading. I hope it was helpful. Let me clean up really quickly, and then I'll come over to the comments and see what we have going on. I see Diana has a list. I want to say I seen Sandra on Twitch. Did everybody tell Sandra happy birthday? Sandra, you missed it. Told everyone to tell you. And I also put it in the description box in case you missed it. I love you. Sandra is my 112-11973. I don't think we ever figured out how to change her name. Don't forget, guys, we are on 3 different platforms. So Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch all at the same time. All right, give me just one more moment. I've been cleansing like crazy. Oh, I don't know. It's just weird. It's like I normally I'll come in here and I'll cleanse and have my work day and do my readings, private readings, Etsy shop. Guys, you can now get private readings from my website. So if you haven't checked it out yet, go check it out. But I normally go the whole day. You know what I mean? Unless it's like a really powerful, strong, something's wrong, you know what I'm saying? Then I'll cleanse. But mostly just the same, throughout the day. And then at the end of the day, I cleanse when I'm finished with my whole day, right? I normally take a little break after the lives, and then I'll come in and shut everything down and cleanse everything out, and then cleanse myself before I go to bed, right? I feel like it's been really extra important this week for some reason. It's like I'm going through all the cards each time. If y'all hear me sniffle, forgive me. Alright, I'm coming over. Let's see what we got going on. Okay, we're pretty much doing a little bit of everything tonight, y'all. So when we call your name, you just tell me what you want, and we'll figure out which one it is you need, right? If you guys missed 11/11 portal last night, I am doing those readings again tonight, so you didn't miss it after all, right? Ooh, I do want to show you guys really quickly over on our website. I've put out that new 2024 moon phase digital print. So that's going to be over on my website, $5, guys. And it does show you all the moon phases for 2024. Our calendar is still on sale over there, 11/11. I will be raising that to $19.99. Remember, guys, it is a calendar, planner, and journal all in one. And then today I added the 2024 reading. Remember, we do this at the beginning of each year. We look at all 12 months. Link for that is going to be in the description box. All right. Michelle on Facebook. Amanda on Facebook. Diana on YouTube. It's only Martin93 on Twitch. And Vanessa S on Facebook. All right. It's only Martin93. Why do I like that so much? Vanessa. Saying this is Diana, add me. Alright. Give me just a moment. You're fine. Miss Tina. Y'all, Miss Tina's doing really well with her knee surgery. She's already snuck in the kitchen just now. I walked in there, I was like, I knew it was you venturing around or we had a ghost. Alright. right, Michelle. Michelle on Facebook. You're gonna be first, so I need to hear from you quickly, please. Michelle on Facebook. Amanda. Amanda's next. Amanda, let me know which reading, just in case Michelle's not with us anymore. Oh, but she is. She's like, I waited so very patiently. All right, new moon. Let me get my little notes. I want to show you guys the spread for the new moon. All right, remember, this is the old one. This is the one that we did a week ago as the energies were coming in. We looked at what was being resurrected, already resurrected, right? So now, Scorpio new moon, we're going to look at what mask have you been taking off? What shadows have you been facing? What new opportunities this will bring? And then, of course, I will pull a guidance card. I can't decide between the Energy Oracle and the Moon cards. I think I'm going to go with the Moon. I use regular tarot on myself when I practice, Michelle, but I want to use the oracles. All right, so remember, first thing we're going to look at is what mask you have taken off. Ooh, the Will card comes out. That's the Willpower card. That's also the Free Will card. So it tells me, Michelle, that you're learning about free will on this journey. So the mask you took off is going to be like the mask of denial, right? So you most likely were like, am I really on this journey? Is this even really happening? So I would say something happened in the last week that's given you confirmation that you're on this journey. And now it's kind of like too, like you're having to use your willpower to push forward in some way because you got the confirmation. It's almost like it's made it more challenging. That's interesting, Michelle, because for me, when I got the confirmations, it felt like a relief. So it kind of tells me that whatever you're pushing through could be like an extra barrier between you and your journey. All right, let's look at what shadows you've faced. So we've all been doing shadow work, right? All of us. All right, so 2 cards comes out, resilience and boundaries. It's the boundaries, right? We're all having to enforce our boundaries. And I just want to say we didn't enforce them for a long time. We would make a boundary and then we would just like draw the sand, like wipe it away and be like, oh, it's okay, you can come over. So I feel like you have drawn your line in the sand, and it's definitely challenging for you, I feel like, to keep it. But I just want you to know it's challenging for all of us at this time to keep it. But it's like we know, we understand, and it's like there's not really. I feel like before there was always 2 routes to something, and now you only have one direction. All right, let's look and see how this is going to. Oh, it should bring like new opportunities now that you have faced the shadows, right? The people pleasing, the not having healthy boundaries. Now that you've took the mask off, you understand the journey you're on. What opportunities will this bring? You have the Void coming out. It's not my favorite card, Michelle, but that is like 100% what it's going to bring. So what's going to happen is you're going to start to notice that you could already start to notice it. Like your friends group could get smaller, like your inner circle gets smaller. It's the void card. She's completely naked. She's laying on the moon. It says this is a time to pause and reflect. So what's happened is most likely you've met this person. You've experienced this journey. You've learned about the journey. You realize what's going on. You realize what's happening. You probably do have some form of barrier between you and your journey. And that's why this resilience card comes out, because you're like, I can do this journey and carry all this weight on my back. But what's going to happen is Spirit's going to take that weight from you. On the bottom is nourishment. So this is why Spirit takes that weight from you. And that weight is all the people and places and things that you don't need right now in your journey. And the reason is because you have nourishment. And nourishment is going to be your guidance. It is the card that says balance, mind, body, and soul. So you've been going a really long time where your mind didn't match your heart, right? And now these things have to come to a balance. This is actually a really tricky part, Michelle, in the journey. This is where we feel like we have to go choose that person. And that's not the case at all. This is actually where we choose ourselves. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful. All right, Amanda wants talking to heaven. Sweet. And Diana, I see him on there. Yeah. Love it. Thank you, Michelle. Oh, I sent her the love one. I sent it to her right after we got done with the live. And it was a good one. Right, Amanda? There's something about your thoughts, calming your thoughts, having racing thoughts. I'm not hearing your thoughts. I'm just being told that you're having racing thoughts and you need to calm your thoughts. You could have manifested some challenges yesterday. Amanda, yesterday was the big 11/11 portal. So any type of thinking like, oh, he's going to do that thing, or oh, this person's going to do that again, or oh, they're going to, I don't know, anything like that could have been like a precursor, right? Like you're in the beginnings of manifestation. I feel like you have people around you that are helping you. a lot of people. I'm not sure who this is. I feel like I'll know when I read the book. I'm going to venture and say it's your son. And I think what happened, you have tears cleanse the soul. And I think what happened was, in order to stop you from manifesting something that would have been more challenging, which was what you were doing with your thoughts, it was like something had to be shown to you or like brought to you. It's like, so you could have randomly just had this weird thought all of a sudden that caused like a lot of emotion and probably caused you to actually cry, or maybe like at least like the energetic vibrations came down. But I'm gonna say cry because like my nose is trying to get stuffy, and yeah. But the message here is, it wasn't meant to make you cry. It was meant to distract you from the challenges that you were dealing with at that time. All right, I'm going to read Tears Cleanse the Soul. And it was 11/11 portal. It may not have been exactly yesterday, but they're rarely long. All right, Tears Cleanse the Soul. When you cry, I'm even closer to you, hugging and reassuring you. Sometimes you feel my presence and sometimes not. However, I want you to know how beautiful you are when you are vulnerable with your heart fully open, feeling your raw emotions. Tears are a way to wash your soul of impurities, such as fear and worry. It's a healthy means of releasing painful feelings. So I'm very proud of you for allowing yourself to cry. I know that it's difficult and that you want the pain to end, and it will, I promise. Just know that your heart heals faster as you allow it to experience all these feelings. Don't try to stay composed or hold back tears. Cry if and when you need to. People will understand. And if they don't, then that says much more about them than it does about you, because God gave us the ability to shed tears for a healing reason, and it takes a strong person to cry. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope it was helpful. Sweet. All right. Ooh, I thought it was talking to heaven. Ooh, spirit guided. All right, Diana. Diana's next. Tonight we're doing New Moon. Love it. Sweet. Thank you, Amanda. I just want to say, I said sun because it was very unconditional love feeling. And I do get that from him. From like people like mom and dad, which, you know, I'm not saying there's not unconditional love. It just, because there's conditions happening currently, it's kind of hard to like feel certain energies. But I think it was just spirit, just spirit. I see it. Should I choose music as a career path, and does Steph like me? Uh-oh. Well, we're gonna pull some tarot, but I totally seen a video this morning that said stop rapping. Stop rapping, start healing. So I don't know. But we'll pull some tarot. Diana is first with Scorpio New Moon. Can't be the answer, though, to stop rapping, right? Because rapping is probably going to be your purpose. It's going to be the creativity that you use to follow your purpose. So I'm going to say that no is not going to be the answer. Spirit's never going to tell us, like, stop using your creativity. That's what he gave it to us for, right? All right, Diana. Scorpio, new moon. So something has already been resurrected. Now let's see what happens. Okay, the mask that you took off. You surrendered. Number 26. This is about your journey. This is about your journey and counterpart energy. Shadows that you're facing, self-love. You're finally telling yourself that you deserve something. And how will this bring new opportunities? The faith card comes out. So it's like, we're not going to tell you, have faith. But it is something about creating something. See that? Giving birth to something. It could have something to do with what it is that we're doing here on this journey, right? It could definitely have something to do with, like, have faith that you're working your journey allows you to follow your purpose, right? I do feel like you've recently surrendered to something in the journey. And I think you've been doing the self-love, self-care, but there's something about, like, finally saying, you know what, I do deserve that. That is for me. I am allowed to do that. Creation is on the bottom. Manifestation, right? All right, I'm going to leave it right there. No, I'm not. I'm going to pull a guidance card. Ew, I feel like creation. Creation is going to be the guidance card. I almost messed it up, Diana. Creation. Manifest. Write something down. Script. I watched another video today. Let's talk about it really quickly. You know how we were always doing we did the 11/11 portal. Scripting is my thing. I want to show you guys. Look, I scripted today's live. Ready? You want to see it? Here's the live. This is the 11/11 portal. Scripting, right? Okay, I swear. Somewhere in here. There it is. Today's live. See? Scripting. So I sat down somewhere and I was like, you know what? I'm going to have a live, and I'm going to do a live on Sunday, and I'm going to do a live on the astrology for, November 19th through the 25th. And this is what we're going to talk about. And then I'm going to do a reading, and then I'm going to do whatever. And I write all this stuff down, and that's manifesting. That is scripting. All right. So Diana, the message I got today, there's 3D, there's 4D, and there's 5D, right? We cannot script and manifest from 3D. In the 3D, there's only problems. Only problems. That's it. It's 3D. We have to go to the 4D to get solutions for the problems for the 3D, okay? In the 5D is where we manifest, right? That's where spirit is. That's where we're with source and we are one, right? In the 3D is you in your room right now, right? Me sitting here talking to you, tapping this table, 3D. In the 4D is like higher self, right? So connecting to your intuition. 5D is that when you're in that level of meditation, some people like to call it zoned out, right? I call it connected. You need to manifest from the 5D. And you have powerful energy available to you from your journey. And I think that could be what you're surrendering to the idea that you're allowed to use this energy to create something beautiful. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope it was helpful. All right, now it's only Martin 93. I've lost my list. I know, right? All right, I found it. All right, y'all. Sandra's the last one, right? Let's make sure. Let's leave it. Sandra, last one. My throat's starting to hurt a little bit. Sorry. All right, so it's only Martin 93. Should I choose music and write songs? I can write songs, but should I make them as well? And does Steph like me? All right, we're going to pull a current energy to see if Steph likes you, because that's most likely why you're here. And for the music, should always use the creativity that spirit gives you always. So you're asking as a career path, you should always make your creativity is given to you by spirit so you can use it to follow purpose. So you should always put your career and your purpose should always go together. Like, hi, I'm Rosa. That's what I'm doing here right now, right? Like if I worked at, like, I don't know, McDonald's, I probably wouldn't feel very fulfilled or happy. Well, I'd probably be really filled with all the burgers, right? But I wouldn't be like super happy there. I wouldn't be following my purpose. You said I can write songs, but should I make them as well? So my question is, can you sing? Can you sing songs? So you can write them, but can you sing them? And if you can, why wouldn't you do both? And if you can't sing, have you guys seen the app that you can now put your voice in and it makes songs for you? Have you guys seen that? All right, let's do a current energy so we can see about Steph. Let's use some tarot. So I keep hearing marching orders. I don't necessarily know if that is for Twitch or not. I run out of breath now and then. Well, practice makes perfect. And I said sing. He said rap like 5 times. It's the same thing. All right, let's do a quick current energy. Let's see why you're here. Are you an earth sign? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn? And is Steph an air sign? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius? Alright, so this is going to be your energy. It's the Three of Pentacles. It's the card. I gotta find the freaking camera. It's the card that says it's teamwork. Teamwork. But it's gilded tarot, so each tarot is a little bit different. And in regular Rider Waite tarot, the teamwork card or Three of Pentacles is like three people. They're usually in a church. They're building something. They're working together. It says, I respect you. You respect me. We respect each other's ideas. We're going to collab and get the job done, right? You're having to do it by yourself. You're having to do something by yourself and you don't like it. You don't want it. You want a partner to be doing this job with you. But you have shadow work to heal. You have trauma. You've experienced something most likely from your past. Maybe someone's passed away, but it's like you've experienced this trauma and you swept it under the rug and you were like, no, I don't have to deal with that right now. I don't know how to deal with it. But what's happening is the reason that you're having all these questions now, like, where do I go? Where am I supposed to be headed? Where's my path, right? It's because Spirit is asking you to slow down, stop, reflect on where you are. How did you get here? Where are you wanting to go? And also, too, is like you need to see this as a blessing. You need to see it as a blessing. I feel like the person you're asking about is also going through some form of healing. They've also experienced something that has been traumatic, could be emotionally traumatic, could be like with the relationship. Maybe there's like a breakup, a divorce, who knows, something. And it's like maybe they haven't dealt with those emotions yet. So it's like, are they, you know, do they like you? Do they enjoy your energy? Probably most likely. But is this person ready to be in a relationship? No, I would say probably not. And I find it interesting that no major arcanas. So this is probably, this could be like a soulmate relationship. Soulmate. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. Sandra says, exercise those lines for real. Practice makes perfect. All right, Vanessa would like message from person. All right. Are we doing OGs or soulmate? OGs or soulmate? Don't forget, guys, tomorrow night, 7. I'm going to try to stick to the 7. The 8 p.m. was kicking my butt ever since daylight savings thing changed. So I'm going to do 7 p.m. Central Central Standard Time tomorrow. Fire signs: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. All right, Vanessa says soulmate. All right, Vanessa, think of your person. And I have a feeling I'm going to tell you something that they want you to know, but haven't been able to tell you yet. You are the only one who manages to calm down my inner beast. Whenever I see flowers, I think of you. We seen that one earlier. I don't trust easily, but with you, I feel safe and accepted. We're going to talk about that one because that one also came out in the collective and I felt it strongly. I can feel all the love that you're sending and it's electrifying. So I'm just saying those are a lot of the ones that came out in the collective. So Vanessa, most likely that collective reading is going to pull those heartstrings. So if you missed it, make sure to check it out. But let's talk about the I don't trust easily, but with you, I feel safe and accepted. You could be going through this energy where because you're setting boundaries, this person could have felt like you were pushing them away at some point. But again, it wasn't about pushing someone away. It was about having healthy boundaries, healing, self-love, self-care type of energy. And I think that they're coming to some form of acceptance that your healing and spiritual awakening is really important to you. And I think they want you to know that, but it's like they can't tell you or haven't told you yet. All right. I hope that was helpful. Like my most recent one, I wrote tonight, barely raised as a man. She was 30. The Lord knows the sins I've committed recently. Found God on my path, but He knows I ain't begging for forgiveness. So I'm about to unleash my wrath on my times. I'm trying to hide, but I'm glad under you. Let these thoughts. I don't know. I'm not running. I'm not crying. I feel like you got something going there. Keep writing it down. What do you do with the ones that you write? I know it's not rap, but I love Upchurch, guys. Do you guys know who Upchurch is? Ryan Upchurch. I posted a song on my Facebook page yesterday that he did, that he recently released, and I want to say it was called Ballad of a Country Boy, I think it was called. But it was the same type of, I don't know what I'm trying to say. It was the same type of wording, the same type of energy. It was like this energy of these men that are, their heart hurts, right? And it's like they're suffering, they're struggling, and they're not sure where they're going wrong or what action to take to realign, right? And it definitely feels like, I would say that a lot of masculines are pushing out these energies through their creativity, right? Through whatever it is that they do to follow their purpose. Purpose does not always have to be a singer or a rapper. Purpose doesn't have to be a tarot reader for twin flames. Purpose can be being a parent. Purpose can be being a friend. Purpose can be being a leader. Purpose can be being a teacher, right? Purpose can be being a healer. Purpose can be all kinds of things, right? Yeah, it's interesting because we're all aligning to our purpose, and we're all aligning our purpose to our career. So, all right, Sandra, I'm gonna choose the Scorpio new moon. It's here tomorrow, y'all. Tomorrow. Now, remember, you've already felt these energies. These energies have already come in. We talked about it last week. Something has already been resurrected, Sandra. So I feel like, okay, it's gonna be you. Oh, Sandra, I love you so much, my Scorpio friend. Is anybody out here? Okay, in my journey, Miss Tina is one, Miss Tina, but I'm gonna say it like this. There are several people in my soul tribe that have Scorpio rising. They are Scorpio suns and they are Scorpio rising. I don't know if you know a Scorpio sun, you already get the gist of Scorpios, okay? But to have Scorpio rising also, I can't even express. I know that's not your rising, Sandra, but it's like I'm having some big compassion in my heart space for the Scorpio risings this week. I explained it to Miss Tina like this, and I'm going to explain it to you, Sandra. Ready? And remember, you're on the cusp. You're on the cusp of Scorpio and Sagittarius. But what happened is, in this last few months, that the astrology has been really impacting us daily, right? It's been more daily than, I feel like before it was monthly on the moons, and then it was weekly, and now it's daily. I do feel like it is a building to something, right? I like to stay in the light, love and light. So I'm not like a doomsday person. I'm not going to tell you that it's bending, like it's building up to some war or something like that. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? I pray and transmute positive energy, negative energy into positive energy every day so that doesn't happen. So, I mean, but because of the journey that we're on, Sandra, we're down here and we're experiencing these lower vibrational energies, and then we have to turn them into positive vibrational energies. It's a very challenging job. It's a very hard thing that we have to do. As we've been doing this last few months, we've been going through one portal after another. We talked about the Schumann's resonance, and I talked about how I felt like we were timeline jumping, right? We've all heard about this, right? Timeline jumping. I do feel like we have reached our destination. And the way I explained it to Miss Tina was, remember when I was doing that reading and I said that there was a line? It was like, here was us, and then there was this line of troops behind us, right? Like an army, a spiritual army, right? All right, so I want you guys to know that Scorpio led that army ever since Pluto started making this once in a lifetime transit. So hug all your Scorpios friends, right? Give them lots of love, unconditional love and hugs, because they've been through it. And if you're a Scorpio rising, you just went through a breakdown. I'm going to use Miss Tina's knee for example. Ready? The knee had to be broken to be fixed, right? And that's what just happened to Scorpio. Since that Pluto, those Pluto energies for this transit. So it tells me that what's been resurrected is you. Because Scorpio, because think of Scorpio. When we think of Scorpio, we think of like the scorpion, right? It's got the claws, it's got the pinchers. A lot of times we think of the death card, we see a skeleton, a skull. You know, this is Scorpio energy, right? Okay, it's death, it's transformation, it's rebirth. So Scorpio had to take us through, had to be at the front of the line, while every other zodiac sign followed Scorpio. I know, I didn't like it either, but that's really what just happened. And you want to hear the funny part, I'm going to step on some toes here, especially if you got the Aries. But I'm the Aries. So I want y'all to know when I'm talking about the Aries, I'm talking about me. This is my journey that I'm always talking about, right? Aries was last. We were last. We were dead last. Scorpio had to lead the way, and Aries was dead last. You want to know why Aries was dead last? Because we are stubborn. We are stubborn like no other sign. We will literally fight God. Like, I don't know if you've ever tried to put the boxing gloves on and get in a ring with God, but I do not recommend it. Ever. But Aries will, time and time and time again, and take the whooping time and time and time again, and get back up and go back in there and go, I can do it. This is the time. This is the time that I'm going to do it. So I'm just saying, Scorpio led us through. Aries bringing up the end of the line. But I want you guys to know that as we get through this Pluto portal, as January 2024, be kind to your Aries friends, because I promise you that they will be back in the front leading the race yet again. All right, Sandra, resurrected. And you did go into a hermit mode. You definitely did recluse. It's like you knew. Some people didn't know. Some Scorpios didn't exactly know what they were doing, so they kept trying to do things the same way, and those Scorpios took a beating. Yeah, definitely. But the Scorpios that knew to stay in high vibrational, that knew to protect their energies, that knew to enforce the boundaries. I mean, did you struggle? Yes. Was it painful? Yes. But yeah, it's like I feel like you made it a little bit easier than those Scorpio rising that probably didn't have that type of energy. All right, let's look at what mask. What mask are you taking off, Sandra? What mask? Ooh. All right, the protection card comes out. The Void card comes out, and Assessing card. I'm taking both of them because I heard the message right away. You were maybe hiding a little, right? Maybe trying to avoid certain things. The mask that you took off is now you're facing something, you're looking at it, and you're ready to move forward. So the mask you took off was the hiding, right? All right, what shadows are you facing? What shadows are you facing? We have the Trust card and the Balance card coming out. You've definitely been dealing with your own faith and your own trust in your own journey, and also about protection, because you have the protection in the nest there and then the trust here. So it's also like understanding that you and your loved ones are protected, something about that. But the Balance card is pretty big. There is some discernment. You were struggling to find balance. And I think that's what the shadow work could be helping you face that. It's like helping you find balance within yourself. All right, let's see how this will bring new opportunities. We have new beginnings coming out. Remember, new beginnings can be new offer. I heard the word new offer as soon as I turned it over. But it is new moon. So Scorpio new moon definitely bringing you, and it's number 2. So I'm not even going to go anywhere with that. But yeah, Archway number 2, new offer. All right, let's do guidance. Guidance. Self-love. It's probably why I wasn't going anywhere with that. The Power card is here. I feel like you could have recently, or you're about to, tell me if I'm right, you've already done it. You're drawing someone into the doorway, but you're drawing them in because you're focused on you. So at first I thought you got a new offer in love, someone comes in. I'm not saying that there's not someone there and they don't want to give an offer, but it's like you're drawing them towards your doorway by you taking care of yourself, putting yourself first. It's definitely that energy of like you understand that your cup can't be depleted and you don't want to pour your depletion on others, and someone around you finds that highly attractive. All right, right? I'm leaving it right there. Me guidance from above. Diana, Scorpio rising. I love y'all with my whole heart. All right, y'all. That's it, right? That was the last one. All right, really quickly, I want to remind everyone, go over, check our website out. New website for PLR. Link is in the description box. You can now check out that 2024 Moon Journal. It is a journal, calendar, and planner all in one. I did upload the 2024 Moon phase. That's going to be the one sheet digital print there. You can see on the left side of your screen. That's going to be $5, guys. $5. You can download it right from my website. And then the new reading I have added is going to be the 2024. Let's see what's coming up all 12 months. And that's going to be over on my website too. Guys, Etsy shop is still open, and it will stay open until probably right after my birthday. I'm going to close it right after my birthday in April. So that gives us about 6 months to transition into the new website. And then everyone can be prepared for all the Etsy readings to be over at PLR instead of Etsy, right? All right, don't forget, tomorrow night we're going to be doing the fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. I know it's not your focus, but it doesn't mean that someone's not coming. Yes, that's going to be tomorrow night, guys, at 7 p.m. 7 p.m. We're moving it up a little bit earlier, guys. All right, I hope to see everyone there. Thank you guys for coming in, participating. I'm always sending all of you abundant love and light on your journey. Have a good night.